In the early days of 2021, a seemingly harmless event quickly escalated into full-on TikTok war. This is the story so far. January 3rd, 2021. Vantalord for years has been assigning punishments on behalf of the Council of Men to those who expose the secrets that men have kept for generations. On January 3rd, 2021, Chedurna, a member of the High Council, made a video exposing a massive secret of men, demonstrating how men can scratch their nards through their pant pocket. This act of treason was not taken lightly by the Vantalord, and a day later on January 4th, he ordered the Council's finest lawyers and the judge, a veteran of the Great Martian Wars and a highly honored and loyal member of the High Council of Men, to have Chedurna plead his case in the court of the Council. The same day, Che responded, claiming he had never stood with the High Council and refuses to do so. The self-proclaimed rogue threatens to spill all secrets of the Council to destroy it and its power, with the famous line, "When the Council no longer has secrets, what does that Council have? It has nothing." Now we all remember the Great Martian War of 492 BC, a bloody war that lasted 6 years and nearly saw the fall of the Council. This war was incited after the Council wanted to expand its reach to the Martian deserts. After strong opposition from the Martonians, the Council remained victorious, but barely. Heavy losses led to turmoil in the Council, but eventually they recuperated and claimed the Martonians' territory for their own. On January 6, 2021, Vantalord responded to Che's threats, revealing that Che and Vantalord had fought side by side during the Great Martian War of 492 BC, during which Che swore to remain loyal to the Council until his last breath. Vantalord, realizing he had been betrayed by his friend and comrade, reluctantly assigns the Council's finest bounty hunters to bring Che's corpse to him. It is unanimously agreed upon historians that this is the day when this conflict turned from simple beef and squabbles to all-out war. On the same day, Che defeated the first bounty hunter sent after him, and afterwards responded to Vantalord, exclaiming that he cannot be that easily killed and that he will reveal a new secret from the Council for each bounty hunter sent. Che did not hold back and caused what is now known as the Great Mangina Incident. In this, Che exposed that men tuck their junk into their legs to see what they would look like if they didn't have genitals. Che ended the day with a threat. "This is just the beginning. Follow me, you fucking idiots." On January 8th, 2021, allegiances began to form. First, with the Thunder God Big Mike _675, also known as Thunder God Michael, who challenged Che's threats against bounty hunters, claiming he was not a bounty hunter, but a vanquisher. Thunder God Michael ended with a threat to Che to seize all treasonous activities, otherwise he will have to take action. The Vantalord accepted his allegiance, although he seemed surprised, potentially due to the bad blood between Vantalord and Thunder God Michael, as years ago Vanta, on behalf of the Council, ordered an execution on Thunder God Michael's close friends. The official reason was labeled as treason of the highest order, although many claim that this execution was unjust and that the Vantalord simply used it as a way to leverage power over his fellow council members. Vantalord had ordered Thunder God Michael to give Che his finest thunder, and in a move that has been seen as overkill and excruciatingly brutal, ordered Michael's thighs to be sent to Che as an assassination attempt. Following this, Vantalord responded to Che, claiming the Council must fight fire with fire, and exposed Che for acts of cowardice during the Great Martian War of 492 BC. In this, Vanta claims that while Council members were laying down their lives fighting tooth and nail against the Martonians, Che was in his tent having sexual relations with his teddy bear, ending his response by taunting Che with an invitation to the Build-A-Bear workshop. An absolute devastating move that I'm sure shook the rogues to their core. On the same day, Pahari Kawa, often referred to as the Historian, sided with Che, claiming the Council is corrupt and that the Vantalord keeps dangerous secrets from the public for his own self-benefit. Che gladly takes the Historian's allegiance, and is glad that he is able to see the truth behind the Council, claiming that they are a citadel of idiots. Che backs up this claim by showing a video of two urinals that face into each other. The Council had this abomination removed, but Che insinuates that the Council were the ones who constructed it in the first place, just so they could gain power control by shedding light on and destroying this monstrosity. These claims have yet to be 100% confirmed, but due to Shay's deep knowledge of the inner workings of the council and his mission for the truth, it isn't a stretch to believe his words. Later that day, Akim of Zamuda, a sage, speaks out about the war. He shares his grievances on how heartbreaking it is to see brothers and comrades turn on each other, and compliments both sides, saying he loves Shay's catchphrase, "Follow me, you fucking idiots," and admires the Vantalord's power. Akim pleads for peace, but recognizes that his efforts will likely be in vain, fearing that many souls will perish along the way. S. Johnson voiceovers breaks his silence and gives his allegiance to the council, claiming that the Vantalord was merciful to Shay, and Shay disrespected the Vantalord. The Chris Yamas addresses the war but takes no sides, instead seemingly relishing in the chaos that it brings. January 9th, 2021. Word spreads of the war, as a skit made by Danzaguy1 illustrates how the common folk are reacting to these events. The historian, while still allied with the rogues, establishes his own army with the intention of dethroning the Vantalord. They are simply known as the Paharists. The historian claims that the council was once great and aided men for centuries, but the Vantalord shifted the democracy of the Council of Men into an authoritarian regime, going as far as to call it a dictatorship. The Aiden Mattis, after sharing his issues with the council, reluctantly showed support for them due to the rogue rebellion's chaotic and unguided nature. Aiden states that he will not be taking an active side in this conflict, but wishes that the Windussi will guide the Vantalord to victory. Chedurna, more commonly referred to as his fighter name, the human hype machine, excitingly proclaims his allegiance to Shay in his famous speech, "The tyrannical council must burn." Tank Tollman, leader of the Nerdgym army, pledges allegiance with the Vantalord. This is a big hit for the rogues, as the Nerdgym army is widely regarded as some of, if not the finest warriors in all of the talk sphere. After this hit, Shay speaks out. He claims that both he and Vantalord knew that Professor Tedderson was a coping mechanism that made him fight better, and exposes the biggest secret yet, that the Vantalord's real name is Gary. Soon after, I Am Nightwall shares how he has worked with both the rogues and the council in the past. Basic work involving obtaining secrets pertaining to hiding a boner by stuffing one's pockets for the Vantalord, and recovering a teddy bear for Shay. The Minutemen remain independent for now, but seem open to negotiations. Ann Packer, a local anchorman, brings light to the conflict, bringing system-wide recognition to the war. Forever NPC finally breaks his silence. Previously aligned with the council, NPC claims that Vantalord is a corrupt leader who abuses cookouts to gain political leverage over those he invites. NPC switches to the rogues in a rageful defiance of Vanta. Vanta responds by demanding NPC's head on his throne by noon. Stackgoy stands with the Council of Men, fearing that, like many revolutions throughout history, Shay's will only end with another reign of terror. Puppets in Space realized that he was not invited to the cookout and asked, "What's up?" Vantalord responded by saying he is just very busy fighting a war and does not have time for a cookout. Many are disappointed, as the cookouts are a highlight of the Vantalord's reign. Eldrick Author takes a neutral stance, opting to not get directly involved, but shares his belief that Shay and his followers will win the day, but claims it will not last. Fresh Coral Blast also remains neutral, claiming, "I am standing in my bathroom minding my own goddamn business." He is spitting straight facts. On a more serious note, Eaters of More Cheese finally speaks up. He shares a story about how he left the council after 74 AD after an incident occurred in Pompeii. Cheese was especially humid under his black attire, and after being caught by the Vantalord, was denied a simple pinch and roll. Conforming to the Vantalord's wishes, Cheese performed a wide step to unstuck his balls from his leg, and was promptly assaulted by Vantalord because of it. Needless to say, but Cheese now stands with Shay and his rogues. And in an unexpected turn, Tony Creativo, one of the Vantalord's most trusted logistics officers, finds Shay and the historian's location in Lima, Peru. Vanta immediately sends the council's finest headhunters and a fucking jet to kill the rogues and bring an end to the war, claiming with confidence that they will be found. While the war is still in its infancy, it is spreading death, chaos, and unrest amongst the talk sphere. As awareness of this conflict grows, everyone seems to be split on their opinions between the council and the rogues. With rumors that the brand warriors may soon get involved, everyone worries that a large-scale conflict may cause irreparable damage to the talk sphere. Stay tuned and like the video for a part 2.